In this video, let us start the third unit, in which the first topic is boundary conditions for electric fields. First we'll be discussing boundary conditions for electric fields, then we'll go for discussing the boundary conditions for magnetic fields. So let us see here boundary conditions for electric fields. To find boundary conditions, we must use the Maxwell's equations. Line integral E bar or dl bar equal to 0 and surface integral d bar or ds bar equal to q enclosed. Also we have to decompose electric field strength E bar into tangential component Et bar and normal component En bar. Therefore E bar equal to Et bar plus En bar. Similarly d bar can be decomposed. So assume that we have two mediums with epsilon 1 permittivity and epsilon 2 permittivity, and they are meeting at a point, a line drawn as shown in the figure. And in the first medium, E1 bar is decomposed into E1 T bar tangential component and E1 N bar normal component. And in the second medium, E2 bar is decomposed into E21 bar, E2 T bar and E2 N bar as shown in the figure. Consider a closed path A, B, C, D. A at the boundary between the two medias with width delta W and height delta H as shown in the figure. Apply contour line integral E bar or dl bar equal to 0 around ABCDA loop. So it is 0 equal to E1 T bar into delta W minus E1 N bar delta H by 2 minus E2 N bar delta H by 2 plus E2 T bar minus E2 T bar into delta W plus E2 N bar delta H by 2 plus E1 N bar delta H by 2. As delta H tends to 0, the above equation becomes E1 T bar equal to E2 T bar. We know E bar equal to D bar by epsilon. Based on this, the above equation becomes D1 T bar by epsilon 1 equal to D2 T bar by epsilon 2. From the above equations, we can say that the tangential components of the two boundaries are continuous at the boundary, whereas the tangential components of electric flux density are discontinuous at the boundary. Now consider the two media with epsilon 1 permittivity and epsilon 2 permittivity. Here let us decompose electric flux density d1 bar into tangential and normal components in both the media as shown in the figure. D1 T bar and D1 N bar, D2 T bar, D2 N bar as shown in the figure. Consider a cylindrical surface with height delta H and surface delta S. Apply surface integral d bar or ds bar equal to q equal to surface integral rho s ds to the considered cylindrical surface. Then delta q equal to rho s into delta s equal to delta 1n into delta s minus delta 2n into delta s. Since delta s is away from the interface, delta 1n bar d1n bar minus d2n bar equal to rho s, where rho s is the surface charge distribution at the interface. d1n bar equal to d2n bar. Since d bar equal to epsilon e bar, epsilon 1 e1 n bar equal to epsilon 2 e2 n bar. So from the above two equations, we can say that the normal components of electric flux density are continuous and the normal components of electric field intensity are discontinuous at the boundary. Law of refraction. So in the two media with epsilon 1 and epsilon 2 permittivity, the electric field intensity and magnetic electric field intensity and electric flux density are decomposed into tangential and normal components as shown in the figure. Assume that electric field intensity E1 bar makes an angle theta 1 with the perpendicular line, and E2 bar makes an angle theta 2 as shown in the figure. E1 T bar equal to E1 bar sin theta 1 and E2 T bar equal to E2 T bar equal to E2 bar sin theta 2. We know that E1 T bar equal to E2 T bar. Therefore, E1 bar sin theta 1 equal to E2 bar sin theta 2, and D1 n bar equal to D1 n bar equal to D1 cos theta 1. Similarly, D2 n bar equal to D2 n bar equal to D2 cos theta 2. We know that D1 n bar equal to D2 n bar. Therefore, D1 bar cos theta 1 equal to D2 bar cos theta 2. Epsilon 1 E1 bar cos theta 1 epsilon 2 E2 bar cos theta 2. Taking the ratio sin theta 1 by epsilon 1 cos theta 1 equal to sin theta 2 by epsilon 2 cos theta 2, tan theta 1 by tan theta 2 equal to epsilon 1 by epsilon 2, which is called law of refraction. In the previous slide, we have seen both the media as dielectric media. Now here assume that one medium is conductor and the other one is dielectric. In the conducting media, E equal to 0. In the dielectric medium, which is 1, here electric field intensity is decomposed into E tangential and the normal. Consider the closed path. Applying contour line integral to the closed path ABCDA, we get Et equal to 0, and from which dt equal to 0. And similarly, to get the normal components relation as shown in second figure in the top, apply surface integral d bar or ds bar equal to q, surface integral rho s ds, then dq equal to rho s ds. Since second medium is conductor, its electric field intensity 0, it will not have any components. So dn bar into ds minus 0 as dq by ds equal to dn bar. From this, dn bar equal to rho s, epsilon 1 en bar equal to rho s. Conductor free space. Now here instead of dielectric, now it is here free space and the other medium is conductor. Since it is free space, epsilon becomes epsilon naught. Similar to the previous analysis, we get here et bar equal to 0 and from is dt bar equal to 0, and the normal component is dn bar equal to rho s, that is epsilon naught dn bar equal to rho s.